Head coach Michael Hay joins us now, and we'll talk about the Albright men's swimming program. Certainly a positive MAC championship. I know you wanted to win, but what did you take away from the conference championships?
If nothing else, I think we really took away the fact that what we're doing in the pool is effective, and our season strategy is also going to be really effective as far as putting us in position to be competitive at the end of the year. Certainly, it's always frustrating to lose when you have a team good enough to win, but the bottom line is our guys swam extremely well individually, and we put up our first B cut in the last 2 years, which was a nice step for the program to have a freshman kind of set the tone as far as the direction that this program is taking. Is definitely an exciting time to be at Albright line.
And you touched on it. Let's talk about Tyler a little bit and what you think that means to the program and for him to establish a beat cut time as a freshman.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the biggest thing for us is that it's clear that there are people on the team that we can build around as far as moving towards our goal of being more consistently competitive at the NCAA championships. And it certainly takes more than one person to be competitive at the team in the team race there, but we think Tyler has the physical tools to really be a next level swimmer. It's not very often that you're able to get a guy that's 6'4", 220 who has his level of ability, and combine that with his work ethic. He's got some really great swims still left in him.
What were some of the other highlights for you coming out of the conference championship?
Sure. I think the biggest highlight for me was kind of surprising the rest of the conference as far as what our guys team was capable of. I don't think anybody really wrote us off as being competitive with Widener, and certainly we had some lucky breaks, but the bottom line is we had a team that was talented enough to get it done, and that's just really a testament to the hard work that those guys put in, the leaps that a lot of the guys made from year 1 to year 2 in our program, and it's a really good indicator of our focus being not on the dual meet season as much as it is on the championship season. And certainly it's nice to win dual meets, but we want to swim fast when it counts, and that's certainly what our guys did this year. To highlight some individuals, obviously Ken Richardson swam tremendously well. Obviously had some tough breaks, with some disqualifications that he would like to have back, but the bottom line is he dropped 2 seconds in the 2 IM, was MAC champion in the 200 IM. I think he would have comfortably picked up a B cut in the 100 breast as well on Saturday if things had gone his way, and certainly he had a great 200 breast as well. So it's easy to point at Ken, especially as somebody who I think lost one dual meet individual swim all year, which is pretty tremendous. And then we had a lot of other great swims as well. Both Jay Deschamps and Sean Riddle finaled in 3 events for us as freshmen, which was a really nice step. We had Tyler Chamberlain final in 2 events and Console in another. Connor Hazard, freshman, really worked his butt off this year and made a final in the 2 fly, which was well deserved, and Console in the 4 AM and the 2 back. It's tough. I don't want to leave anybody out. But basically, we had everybody on the team with the exception of 2 guys score, and that was pretty tremendous. That was what allowed us to be competitive, is that we just kept putting up scoring swims and making sure that we got it done at night, whether it was sneaking into that 4th, 5th, or 6th, or 7th, or 8th spot, or into that 15th, 16th spot. Our guys really just showed up in the morning and made sure that we got into scoring position at night and let the rest of the meet work itself out from there.
Let's touch on that a little bit. You are the master at getting every single point, ounce of energy from your team. When you won the men's championship last year, same type of performance. How has that evolved in terms of your program?
That's something that I can thank my parents for. Certainly the amount of preparation that it takes to be competitive, you can never put too much time into it. So we spend a lot of time determining what exactly we think everybody else in the conference is going to swim, and certainly what our best chances to score are from based on the top time support, and then we of course try to factor in what kind of drops we expect are realistic and whether or not that will put somebody in line to score. So there's a lot that goes into it, but basically it comes down to hard work. And we have a great coaching staff, and that's something that we really work on a lot together as a group. And generally we make all those decisions together, and we try to make sure. I'm a big believer that we try to take everybody's best ideas and put them together. I certainly don't pretend to have all the answers, and I don't want it to come down to all to me, because this is our team. It's not just my team. It's everybody that's involved with this team has the opportunity to make an impact, and that's one of the ways they do so. But yeah, I mean, just watching your parents, spend hours and hours on lineups for summer league meets each week, what it takes to be successful. And a lot of times you can win meets that you are not talented enough to win if you put your people in the right position, and that's kind of what happened the last 2 years.
You have the premier men's program in the conference, won 5 out of the last 6 championships, but your goals are a little bigger than that. So talk about where the program is at and how we move it forward.
Sure. Well, certainly it's very humbling to be so successful within the MAC conference, but ultimately we feel as though we have the resources here to be competitive at the next level. And my ultimate goal is to have a regular group of guys and girls that are heading down to the NCAA championships every year. We think that we have the staff in place to develop talent to that level, and most importantly, we think we have the resources available to these kids from the standpoint of individual attention, practice time, strength training, conditioning. We really put a lot of time into making sure that we are going to be set up for the future to allow the right kind of talent to get to that level. And obviously Tyler picking up that B Cup was a big step in that direction, but we're going to be doing everything we can from a recruiting standpoint to get the most talented kids into this program, and we'll turn over every rock and look under every stone and make sure that we give ourselves the opportunity to continue to progress in that direction. We have some good building blocks in place this year, and we think that we can carry them forward and pick up a few additional recruits, and hopefully be in a position to make a few more B cuts next year, and hopefully get a selection. But we'll take it one step at a time, and it certainly helps that the conference as a whole is getting a little bit better and deeper. I think that's something that we talk about a lot amongst the coaches within the conference, as far as the more B cuts we get, the more attention that we're going to get, and it's going to help us recruit equivalent level of talent to some of the other top conferences in Division III, and certainly be more competitive recruiting with Division II and Division I. So I think everybody is doing their part as far as raising the conference to that level, but we still want to be that preeminent team even at the NCAA championship. The bottom line is we may have won the conference last year, and we may have been close to good enough to win this year, but we didn't score any points at the NCAA championship, so we won't be the best team at the end of the year. And I think that that's something that really keeps us hungry, as far as recognizing that we are not yet as competitive as we can be on the top level. And when we get to that point, I think it will start to really steamroll